Hello, I will be narrating 3 mysterious stories for you tonight, so sit back, relax, and listen. Mysterious Song. This eerie playlist and song appeared in my friend's Apple library just a few hours ago. There's loads of weird things about it. The photos are in the description. He didn't add it. None of his friends even could. It has a blank artist, and the playlist name is blank. Even weirder though, it's not just a glitch song, because it has audio. The title of the song is 2024, 1998, 30. Here is everything we know about it so far. Number 1. It wasn't there this morning, and he discovered it around 11 a.m. 2. Looking up the number gives no context, just a landline in Washington, D.C. 3. A backwards phone number trace led us to Washington as well. 4. Calling the number immediately cancels and brings up a message that says the line is busy, when usually it rings for a second first. 5. You're unable to look up the number on Apple Music, and YouTube Music doesn't bring anything up either. 6. The name of both the artist and playlist is just blank, no words. I'm not sure if you're even able to do that on Apple Music. 7. The song is 30 minutes of classical music, with a phone ringing in the background, and occasionally a man speaking softly. The beginning of the song, you can hear a woman saying, "Leave a message," on the phone. The classical music drowns out the man speaking, but my friend is going to listen to it to see if he finds anything out about it. That's all we know so far. Sorry if formatting is weird. Mobile game. I'm really confused as to what this is because listening to it was super eerie. He suggested maybe someone recorded something in an empty lobby or something, which would explain the music and phone buzzing, but nothing can explain how it just showed up in his songs. This concludes the end of the first story. If you're having a pleasant experience, be sure to subscribe and like the video. It'll help me to grow and reach a larger audience. Thank you. My husband came home twice. So, my husband gets out of work at 5:30 p.m. He gets home between 5:36 and 6. Sometimes my kids are still eating dinner. Last week, I'm getting a head start on the dishes, and my kids are still eating dinner. I hear the dogs go off, hear his truck door. A few seconds later, he does his distinct throat clear and tells the dogs to quiet down. Comes in the door and says hi to the kids. They say hi back. I turn and smile, and he goes upstairs to go to the bathroom. I look at the clock and it's 5:40. He never comes back through. I go outside and smoke a cigarette and notice his stuff isn't at the table where he throws it after work. Whatever. So I go upstairs after my cigarette and go to look at the bathroom door. The light is off and the door open. It's empty. I go check the bedroom. Nothing. Ask the kids. They said he was probably in the bathroom. I said that I had checked and he wasn't there. The kids can see every door leading outside from the dinner table. I go back upstairs and check the rooms. He's not there. I look out a window to the driveways, and his truck isn't out front. So I asked the kids if they saw him leave, but they didn't. I said he's not here anymore, and all the kids looked confused and started exchanging weird looks. At 5:50, the dogs start barking and I hear his door. I hear his keys hit the table outside and he walks in and says hi. Then he goes to the bathroom. My kids and I look at each other weird but don't say anything. When he gets out of the bathroom, I asked where he went. He had a confused face and asked what I meant. I tell him what I told you guys so far, and he looks at the kids and said he was just getting home. The kids said they saw him and talked to him, and so did I. He made the face, and all the kids just looked disturbed. I told them all it was just a time glitch. It was the weirdest time glitch I've experienced because there were witnesses, my kids, and we interacted with him. Thought you all would be interested in this one. I experienced a lot of weird, but I only like to retell the stories with witnesses. My sister and I have the same memory. When my sister and I were about 6 or 7, we're twins, our maternal grandmother took us to the Taco Bell that my mother worked at. We both ran into the restaurant excited to see our mom, and there she was at the register. I remember her pretty smile, wearing her visor and also very happy to see us. My grandma, following behind us, tells us to go grab a table while she orders our food. So my sister and I run to the very back booth so we can see out of the window. I'm on one side and my sister is on the other. Eventually my grandma comes back to the booth with our food, and that's that. Years and years later, my sister and I were talking about how we went to the Taco Bell that my mom worked at. My mom overheard us and said that's impossible, because she worked at Taco Bell 4 years before we were even born. My sister and I have the exact same memory of being with our grandma, the way my mom looked, the booth we sat in, everything. We are just convinced that we met our mom before we were born. Unfortunately, my grandma passed a long time ago, and she's not here to talk to. I know twins are weird and my sister and I have lots of weird stories, but this one has always weirded me out.